I'm Birgit O'Connor, and welcome to my studio. Today I'd like to show you how to begin painting flowers. You're going to see the process that I use throughout all of my paintings. What I'm going to begin with is a sheet of Arches 140-pound cold press paper. You'll also notice that I don't soak my paper or attach it to a board. I don't remove the sizing before I begin. I like to have the freedom of the paper and being able to rotate it and manipulate the pigments while they're on the surface. You're going to see what kind of brushes I use, pigments. I'll walk you through a few exercises, and I think you're going to enjoy this. So let's begin. To help me have a better idea of which colors that I want to use, I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper as a test strip. Then if I like the colors that I've chosen, I can go ahead and write the names down. That way, if I leave for any reason, I always know my color combinations. The brands of paint that I'm using are Daniel Smith and Winsor & Newton. The colors that I've chosen for this painting are a permanent alizarin crimson, permanent carmine, and a quinacridone magenta. Remember how I showed you on those examples how much water to apply? Well, here we're going to apply it to a petal. I'm going to be using my bamboo hake brush. I'm going to try to get out all the excess hairs first. Then I'll place it in clean water and then put it onto the paper. I'm going to prepare my number 20 brush. I'm going to get some pigment ready on my palette. This way I won't have to worry about inconsistent drying times. Your paintings are going to appear entirely different on a cold press compared to a hot press, or even 140 compared to a 300-pound weight paper. Experiment with different watercolor brands and see what's going to work the best for you. There's such a wide variety between absorbency and papers. For my own paintings, I prefer to use Arches. As you'll notice, I didn't soak the paper and remove the sizing before I began. I like to wet the petal area and allow the pigments to explode across the surface. I can use this to my advantage when creating blended effects. To give it some variety, I'm going to add some other colors. When I'm working in smaller areas, you can see how I'm using a smaller mop brush. By working with different colors, it helps me to achieve the depth that I want. It also makes the painting more interesting. By choosing a composition of poppies, I feel that I'm really able to play with the colors. I don't have to be accurate. I can have fun. You can also see by constantly moving the paper, I can find the overall balance. Notice the difference in the contrast. By adding bolder strokes, you make your painting intriguing and interesting. Remember to smooth out any hard lines. I'll use my clean water. Again, it's about working the overall painting and playing the lights and the darks against each other. Watch as I continue to work the details.